Hello friends, the topic of this video is logical components of Android. So in this video we will see what are the logical components of Android operating system. So actually there are four logical components in Android. First one is activity. So what is activity? Activity is nothing but a screen which you can see in your Android smartphone. Suppose you have started your mobile. So on mobile, first of all, home screen will be displayed. So that is nothing but activity. Whatever you see on your mobile, that is nothing but activity. Now once you start your mobile, you will see the list of apps. Once you open the list of apps, you will get screen. Suppose if you open WhatsApp, you will get the list of groups. If you open contact, you will get the list of contacts. Then if you open the message, then you will get the list of messages. So that is all nothing but the activity. So the first logical component of Android is activity. Activity is nothing but a screen which you can see on your smartphone. Next logical component is service. Now what is service? So service always runs in the background. So you can see or you cannot see the service. The best example is, let us say, antivirus. In your smartphone, antivirus is continuously running. So that is nothing but service. Next example is the clock. So clock always runs in the background. That is the example of service. Next example is, suppose you are browsing on any web browser, and then in the background you are listening the song. So that is nothing but service. So this is the second logical component of Android. Third logical component is broadcast receiver. So what is broadcast receiver? If you got incoming call, or if Wi-Fi detected, Bluetooth is detected, then if you got messages, or if you got message on WhatsApp, so broadcast receiver is generated. So broadcast receiver is generated whenever any event happens. So whenever there is action happens in your smartphone, broadcast is generated. So whenever broadcast is generated, some message tone or some alert message has been sent to you. So that is nothing but broadcast. Suppose Wi-Fi is detected, then you will get one small message that is called as toast in the Android. Suppose if you got the call, you will get the you can get the call through ringtone, or if you got the message, you will get some sound. So that is nothing but the broadcast receiver. And the fourth logical component is content provider. Now what is content provider? Content provider is used for data persistent and access in Android. So you can store the data in Android, you can access the data in Android through content provider. So content provider is nothing but the central repository where all the data is stored. Now there are three types of content provider in Android. Means there are three ways to store the data. First one is through file, second one is through database, and third one is through native or say enterprise data. Enterprise data. So database is nothing but SQLite. So let us see one by one. So in first file, file is nothing but the flat file. So what is flat file? If you know the notepad or wordpad, that is called as a flat file in Android. So flat file, in flat file, the data is stored randomly, means data is stored in the form of sentences or paragraph. So where the flat file is used, flat file is used in, let us say, to-do list. So that is the best example. Next is database. Android has native database, that is inbuilt database, which is called as SQLite. So when SQLite is used, when the data is stored in the smartphone itself, then SQLite is used. The best example is contact. If you are storing the contact in smartphone itself, then it is storing SQLite database. Next is enterprise data. Now what is enterprise data? The data which is stored over remote location, that is on remote server, that is enterprise data. Nowadays 95% of the app uses enterprise data. The best example is, suppose, Facebook. Your complete data is stored on remote server. Next example is WhatsApp. Complete data is stored on remote server. Then the app which require internet, and if the data is stored on remote server, that is belongs to enterprise data. So these are the four main logical components in Android operating system, and that are inbuilt in the Android operating system. So I do hope you understand logical components of Android, and that's it for this video. If you like the video, then please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.